the open sea. Will you ever get lost with me? Will you take it deep into the blue? Have you got what I'm looking for? 'Cause I've never been lost before. I wanna get deeper into you. Can we do this all night, alright? Can we go together? I wanna go deeper into you. Can we do this all night, alright? Can we live forever? I wanna go deeper into you. If our love was an open door, would you walk inside for sure? Would you keep me locked outside of you? I don't know 'cause I can't decide, but I gotta get lost tonight. I wanna go deeper into you. Can we do this all night, alright? Can we go together? I wanna go deeper into you.
This morning we're going to go around Whale Key to go south to like Marsh Harbor and Coketown. We have to get our batteries changed out. That's one reason why we're going to Marsh Harbor, but Doug also has a friend down there that we may say hello to. And it's a beautiful morning. There's only about 6-7 knots of wind, and so we feel the ocean swells, but they're just little. They're not very big. And then the regular waves are super small, less than a foot, I'd say. And so it's just a beautiful morning, an easy morning to go around Whale Key. Once we get a little bit more onto the ocean part, and we can move a little bit, we can turn a little bit farther south. We'll put up the sails, and it should be a lovely sail.
Great sail today down to Marsh Harbor, and Marjorie saw a dive site on the chart she wanted to check out, so we just ran over here and dropped the hook, and she went in to check this site out. She's found a couple of conch. Here she comes. We'll take a look.
What it is? All nice and decent, slip the crew. This is Mr. Cat and Sugar Ray riding through. When I tell the man she have me intoxicated, but her love high man like a genie, when I call with a fly.
How many conch did you get?
I got 3.
Are we gonna make conch fritters or conch salad?
Yes, I would love to do both. Both sound great.
All right. So here's the rest of that story. There's a trick to cleaning conch, and I haven't quite learned it yet. I ended up stabbing my palm. Had to do some first aid on the boat. Had to go get stitches eventually. But we did end up with some wonderful conch chowder. We took a slip in Marsh Harbor for the night because we needed to replace our batteries, which is a big job. They weigh about 130 pounds each. Fortunately, our friends Sylvie and Francois stopped by at just the right time and were a super help. With that job done, we had time to hike to the laundromat and get our laundry done, and be back in time for happy hour. Our next stop was Hopetown, where our friends Tom and Darlene lent us their mooring in the harbor.
Love can make you hostage, wanna do it again. Word. There's no time to think about the starting or the end. Never. We'll find out, I'm told. My mother, she told me so. Yeah, you hear that? I just wanna fly. Higher, 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 high, high, high.
Here's a super brief history of the Bahamas. There was nobody here until around the 6th century when the Arawak Indians arrived, being chased northward by cannibalistic tribes. The last of the Arawaks migrated into the Abacos and became the Lakayan Indians. They were pretty happy here until about the 15th century when the Spanish conquistadors showed up, and between slavery and disease they were pretty well wiped out. Later, the pirates showed up and took the Spanish out. In the early 1700s, the English arrived and took the pirates out. Then around the Revolutionary War, the Tories and Loyalists in the United States, many of them fled to the Bahamas, and they became the current Bahamians. Misdirecting ships so they would wreck on the reefs here and could be salvaged, called wrecking, was one of the main occupations of the time. We visited a little church here where the pews used to face away from the windows and the preacher could see out to the ocean. One day a ship wrecked and the preacher told his congregation to remain in prayer while he rushed out to begin the salvage operation, profiting over his congregation. When the church burnt and was rebuilt, they made sure the pews faced the ocean so that the parishioners got a fair chance.
So good to me. You hear that? 25 years old. My mother, God rest her soul. I just wanna fly like a bird in the sky up so high. Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. All night long. I just wanna fly higher, 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 higher. Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. I just wanna grow your wing and fly. I will where you want. Try where you want. Try. Spread your love and fly. I will where you want. Try
We were super excited to welcome Marjorie's brother Tom and sister-in-law Laurie aboard. As soon as they arrived and we were settled, we set sail for Elbow Key. We were thinking Tahiti Beach would be a good place to start their adventure, but when the crew from Compass told us there would be a bonfire there Saturday night, that sealed the deal.
Don't be so shy, 'cause we all forget to fly. I just wanna fly like a bird in the sky up so high. High, 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 higher down. You cry, spread your wing and fly. Oh me, oh my, spread your wing and fly. Baby, love for I, spread your wing and fly. Oh me, oh my, spread your wing and fly. Me cry, Georgie Porgy, no put on our pie. Cookies the girl.
Tahiti Beach is a popular place, especially on the weekend. Marjorie, Tom, and Laurie were happy to do the usual beach stuff, but I had another plan because Tahiti Beach is one of the best kiteboarding spots in the Abacos.
Hear me now, I'm Massimo so tight. Selector coming in the dance. Sister D, Mr. C. Here we go. Jump what I just said and make your body feel a bit. Move your hands and shuffle your feet. Cause the rhythm is nice tonight. Everybody have fun tonight. Move your body from side to side. Keep the rhythm and stay in time. Do the bump and wait a while. Party people, don't you waste no time. Jump up and everybody jump up. Hey, hey, jump up and everybody jump up. Oh, jump up if you feel it good. Jump up if you feel it right. Jump up if you feel it good. And everybody get down the line. Jump up if you feel it good. Jump up if you feel it right. Jump up if you feel it good. And everybody have fun tonight.
Get down, get down.
We explored the brightly colored Hopetown where Laurie immediately recognized the beach as a pink beach. The turquoise waters surrounding Elbow Key didn't disappoint either. We felt the full Bahamian welcome when we were surprised with a couple of pink rattlers just sitting on a wall in town with a sign that said, "Take me." Tom and Laurie's Hopetown tour culminated by climbing the 101 steps of the Hopetown Lighthouse to take in the views.
At Little Harbor, we met the crew of a deep-sea submersible that were doing training before going to dive on the Titanic.